Welcome to Just Listen, where we talk about Stevie Ray Vaughan today. It is not possible to talk about the blues guitarists without mentioning Stevie Ray Vaughan, a Texas born in 1954 and unfortunately died still in his prime in 1990. Stevie Ray Vaughan brought the blues to a new generation, bursting onto the sleepy blues scene in 1983 with his debut album, Texas Flood, the album we talk about today. His unique style was influenced by Howlin' Wolf, Jimi Hendrix, Lonnie Mac, Albert King, and several other blues and rock legends. His favorite guitar was Fender Stratocaster, on which he used heavy-duty guitar strings because he had large hands and thick fingers. This allowed him to play simultaneously lead and rhythm parts. Stevie Ray Vaughan was introduced to the blues and to the guitar by his older brother Jimmy, who played with Fabulous Thunderbirds. Stevie left the school and followed his brother, playing next 3 years in different bands. In 1978, Stevie Ray Vaughan formed his trio, Double Trouble, with bassist Tommy Shannon and drummer Chris Layton. Before recording his debut album, Stevie Ray Vaughan caught the attention of many established musicians. One of them was David Bowie, who enlisted Stevie to play on his album Let's Dance in 1983. The album Texas Flood was recorded in just 3 days for Epic Records. The recording was made mostly in one take, live in a warehouse owned by Jackson Browne, who was another admirer of young Stevie Ray Vaughan's virtuosity. The title track earned Stevie Ray Vaughan his first Grammy nomination. Later on, he will win 6 Grammys and had 13 nominations. Even more exposure for the band came from the unlikely source. The video for the song Love Struck Baby was played on a recently started MTV channel. Drummer Chris Layton said, "They didn't have enough videos to play 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They would just keep showing the same videos over and over again. We made a video and they played it all the time. They would show Love Struck Baby 5 times a day, which added more exposure to the band." It is truly amazing when you later find out how some legendary albums like Texas Flood certainly is were recorded. To quote Chris Layton again, "The thing about Texas Flood is we were not going in to make a studio record. We played the music the way the band played every night as we recorded it. We didn't even have tape with us. We actually recorded Texas Flood over an old tape which Jackson Browne had used to do pre-production on his record, Lawyers in Love. We were really not prepared. We just packed our stuff, begged, borrowed and stole, and played music." Stevie Ray Vaughan's fantastic guitar technique and his natural feeling for rhythm and pace finally came to light. Richard Mullen, the engineer of the recording, said these things are difficult to find. To have someone with such technique but with a taste, and that is what enabled Stevie Ray Vaughan to bring back this style of blues back from the dead. The recording was praised for its direct sound, for being so pure. The record is full of amazing guitar solos, and his virtuosity amazes us even today, almost 40 years later. The last track on the album, called Lenny, is dedicated to his then wife, slower and softer than other tracks, but Stevie Ray Vaughan is still brilliant. In August 1990, after the concert with Eric Clapton and Buddy Guy, Stevie Ray Vaughan died in a helicopter crash. He was just 35 years old. We can only wonder what he could have accomplished with such talent. In 2014, a documentary called Stevie Ray Vaughan, Rise of the Texas Bluesman 1954 to 1983 was released. It is available in its entirety on YouTube. I will post the link in the description below. But here's a clip from the movie that shows how Stevie started playing in Austin after he left school.
Austin was as wild and free as Dallas was straight. On the east side of town, aspiring bluesmen could soak up the real thing. Musicians in Austin were royalty in tatters, and Stevie fit right in. When he first came to town, he even slept on a barroom pool table.
Austin was a place you could come and play your music and dress the way you wanted to.
Stevie Ray Vaughan recorded only 6 studio albums, 2 of which were released after his death. Only 1 live album was published while he was alive, and it is the album called Live Alive, which was released in 1986. 6 more live albums were released in the later years. A link to SONGWHIP will take you directly to this album on different streaming platforms. Thank you for watching.